Hey guys, this is Barbara from Inspired Paper and Designs, and today I want to show you guys how I basically created this simple template so that you can get up and running on Etsy when it comes to creating digital products. So I'm probably going to make this a series of videos because I have a couple of ideas of how I want to do it, but I'm going to start with the first one, and I'm not sure how many it's going to end up being, but if you make the purchase, this is what you get. So I got this flower from Canva, and I went ahead and just used it as a placeholder, so to speak, for the images that you can add, which I'm going to show you in the next couple of videos. I am a certified Canva creative, and so along with that comes with me having a Canva Pro account. Canva Pro is a paid account, but if you're really serious about using Canva to up level your business, I definitely encourage you to invest in the Pro membership. And I will leave a link below this video so that you can try it out free for 45 days. So, anyway, as I was saying, this is the template that you'll get, and I'll drop the link for this as well if you want to go ahead and purchase it. But I'm going to show you how you can use digital paper to change this image. So okay, so this is what it looks like. So I'm going to go to the first one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of this file so that way you can see the difference. Okay. So I'm making a copy of the file, even though when you purchase the template, it's going to say copy of the file that you purchased. So I have this here. So what I'm going to do is I created some digital paper. This is some of the digital paper right there, but I created one just for this tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and upload it. And if you want to learn how to make your own digital paper, I do have a course that I created. I will drop the link for that below as well. There it is. So this is the digital paper that I created. So I'm going to add this to, and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. All right. So I'm going to add this to my file. So to get this look, so we're going to take out the placeholder, obviously, because that's not what we're using. So to get this look, what I would do is basically drag this out, and you can drag it either this way or the other way. And I'm going to position it to the back. So see this space right here? I'm going to go ahead and do elements, and I'm going to select the square element. You can do it from lines and shapes just because I've used this pretty often. That's why it automatically popped up. But I'm going to just place it right where my line is. And what I can do is position this backward so that my line shows, and I'm just going to go ahead and delete the line. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this white just so that you can see it. However, if you notice, and I hope it comes back up, photo colors show up right here. So say if you didn't want to make this white, and let me make sure this is in the middle. If you didn't want this to be white, you can make it one of the colors that match the pattern. So right about here. So I could have made it this color or that color, this color. But I'm going to stick with white because I know my primary purpose is for people to be able to write on it. So that's the first one. So then the next one probably wouldn't really need to use the digital paper, but if you wanted to, you could probably use it so that, let's see, because we already used it here where it's showing a white outline right there. So this one is just like if you wanted to add an image at the bottom. So we already created our border. So let's say if you wanted to create a different type of border. So let's play around with this a little bit. And then I'm just going to copy this one just because it's easier. Let me see. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So let's say if you wanted to create a different type of border, what you could probably do Let me see, it's not going to let me duplicate, so we're just going to enter another one. Stretch it out a little bit more. Drag this down. And I know I'm going to have to center it. There we go. And then what I could do is put this in the middle, so that creates a totally different border. There we go. Drag this up a little bit and center that. There we go. So that's a different type of border that you could use to create. So that's the second thing. So then the next thing that you could do, we're going to delete the flowers. And I have this here, of course, so that you wouldn't see the white line in the flower. But I can go ahead and get rid of that, because when I get this, all I have to do is drag it down if you want, but that's kind of big. So let's see. It's kind of big. I'm not really feeling how big that is, so let me try it again. I'm not really feeling that. But I know that's the nature of the design. So I can make it smaller, and I'll show you how I can make it smaller. And actually, I kind of like this on this side, if you want. So I kind of like it on this side though. So that would just be a one-sided border. And then of course, if you wanted to, all you would do is drag it on the other side. Okay. And then let's go down here. So now I have my lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click there, and I'm going to change it to match my digital paper. Let's see. I want to do this one, I think. So we're going to change it to that one. And then I'm going to click change all. Delete my flower. So now what I can do is I can go ahead and take this. I already duplicated it, and I can bring it down this way. Or actually, I think the other one is like this. And I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so you can see it. So see how I have this right here? So what I could do, let me move this up a little bit. If I wanted to, what I could do is I could leave it like that, or I could have it so that it's more white space. But I'm going to just have it so that it's attached, because again, what we're going to do now is we're going to duplicate it. Is it all right down here? Yep. So all I got to do is just copy. Delete this. Delete that. And move this over on this side. There we go. Now, if you wanted to, you could make more lines. Like, say, if you wanted this to go down a little bit more, you could always just click on it and then just copy and drag it down if you want. It's completely up to you. So I'm just going to undo that. See something. Yeah, that's not looking at that. Yeah, you would have to keep it outstretched. So you could drag that there and there. All right. And then the other border too. So we delete this one because we already have one up here like that. But what I didn't do, what I am going to do, is I didn't create paper to go behind the lines or go for the lines. So we're going to do it like this. Well, first, before I do that, let me delete that. I'm going to make this a group. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight all of that, and I'm going to group it together. Then I'm going to add my paper, pull it out, pull it down, position it to the back. So now I have to go back to elements and get my white square, or get my square and make it white. And I'm just going to position it just so I can kind of see where the lines are, and then I can tweak it. So position back, there we go. So now I see my lines. So move this up a little bit. There we go. And there we go. So there's my line paper. And then, of course, for that, you really don't need it if you want to, but let's try this thing. Because I don't think having a design, like trying to make it transparent, is really going to work in this instance. But I mean, we can try to see what happens. So let's see what happens. So position it to the back, and then we're going to make it transparent. So you can if you want to. I'm not really totally feeling that. I mean, again, it's up to you. But let's see. You could probably, pull it down if you wanted to. But then we would probably have to make the lines darker. So let me see. No, we don't want to change all of them. We probably would have to make this like a black, I'm thinking. Thinking you might have to make it black or at least a dark gray. So let me see. Probably a dark gray, I'm thinking. Okay, that's not too bad. Maybe this one. That's a little bit darker. But that'll give you on the digital paper. And then, like I said, you can make this more transparent if you want. So that way, you can still see the lines. Let me see. 10 is kind of dark. Maybe 6, 7-ish. 8. Maybe that 8. All right. So there we go. So that's all of them. So you just created 8 types of paper. This is actually really nice. I'm going to list this in my shop. But there are this is 8 types of paper that you could potentially use or sell in your shop as stationery. Very easy, very simple to do. So this is what we had. This is what you purchased. And this is what we turned it into using digital paper. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link showing you how I made this digital paper. I just created a course at the time of this recording. So I will drop the link for that. And then also I'll drop the link to purchase this template right here. And then all you have to do is refer back to this video to see how I transformed it. Okay. I will probably leave a link to it in that video as well. I mean, in the purchase as well. I'm not sure. But again, this is just to give you an idea of some options. I'm going to do another video where I'll show you how to use different clip art and images to make different types of stationery. All right. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop a comment below. Please make sure that you like and share the video. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can get more videos and tutorials on different things that you can create using Canva. And ultimately, I focus on paper products like journals, notebooks, and planners, but I'm also expanding into printables. So you definitely want to make sure that you click on the bell so that you always know when I add a new video. All right, guys, have an amazing evening, and I will talk to you soon.